So,
So,
can you do it this time?
yes.
What do you think?
I think so.
And this is where it's going to be boring for you guys to watch. Hopefully we have something funny to talk about this time. But I've explained a lot about the game now, so I don't know if we really need to talk about what kind of food I'm making. Do you like prime rib, Trappy?
I think so.
Prime rib for you?
I'm definitely not like... Some people geek out over prime rib.
Yeah, it's one of those things where people are like,
Really
well,
gonna
we have
make
prime
things
rib
tough.
tonight.
Yeah.
Well, indubitably I will have some prime rib at this point then.
You know what I find is a lot of casinos have like all you can eat prime rib and people go nuts for it.
Do you know why? Because there's a legend that prime rib makes you lucky.
That's not real.
That's not true.
When you hang out with Cam enough, you know when he just says nothing.
It's called Blitz. Key lime pie. Don't those Tudor shooters look tasty?
They really do.
Oh man, this game, if you stop to look at the food, it makes you hungry. The food art is nice,
It's
right?
really cool. And all the ingredients have a little spring in them when you put them on.
Yeah, I love that.
Something about that was just real appetizing to me.
Yeah, that kind of like blast everywhere. Yeah, there's a lot of food splasheroos in this game, isn't there?
Yeah.
What am I? Oh, the seasoning.
way.
Uh-oh, something's getting hot really quick over here. It must be some tiramisu. Tiramisu, why do I keep saying tiramisu? Because it's a fancy people food. But so is creme brulee. Ah!
What?
I threw a raw egg on there. I needed a fried egg. So, but you know what? Screwing up in the first round?
Yeah, better.
Much better than screwing up in the fourth.
So you just like caught yourself because it said Friday, but you hit the wrong.
I hit the wrong button.
So you didn't like put out a bad order yet. You hadn't at
Yeah,
that point.
and the thing about this game is it just, once you're in, like, it wouldn't really be, the game would be much less high stakes if you could be like, oh, oops, I'll start making a new one. Now, it would ruin, it would mess with your time management a little
You
bit
hate
more,
to see it.
but time margins are already so tight in this game, too, that, like, if I had to start another dish from scratch and not work on other stuff, it might be just as bad. So, I don't know.
It's also like not interesting as a game if there's like less consequence.
Right.
Yeah.
But, like, anybody who's trying to get through this game and just play all the missions, you can just settle for, like, bronze medals most of the time. There's some levels you won't be able to unlock unless you have a certain amount of gold medals.
Okay.
And you can also play this game in chill mode, where basically they take all the time constraints off. And so, like, you have all the time in the world to work on the dishes.
Oh, cool.
But I think you can't get gold medals in that mode.
So you can just vibe out on that.
Yeah, I've never tried it, because to me this game is not about fighting. This game is about defeating the hungry masses. And being like, I have food for you!
I'm here on mission. Mission. If you
Ooh,
take
something's getting hot. Ooh, stuff's getting really hot.
Uh-oh.
The block is getting hot over here, guys. George is getting upset! Is that from, that's Seinfeld.
No, Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you're a zoomer.
No, I'm not. I just don't. I cannot watch a show with laugh tracks. That's my thing. It's just mostly because laugh track shows are set up in a way that it's like, we're gonna tell you a joke. Here's the joke. There goes the joke, and that's all laugh track is.
Does it matter though? Because here's the thing. I'm not saying that Seinfeld's the greatest show in the world. A lot of people were very into Seinfeld back in the day. It's a very funny show. There were also other funny shows. But generally there wasn't any wasted. I mean, there was probably some wasted laugh track where it's like something happens and it's like you're laughing too hard at it. But there's actual, like, if you were to turn the laugh track off of that show, it would still be funny. Whereas a lot of shows would not, like Friends.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Friends without a laugh track on? It's not funny.
Okay, here's the thing though. Yes, I'm sure that it stands. I like understated, like British humor that's like awkward and like undersold. That like they'll say a joke and then just move on so quick that you like don't have time to catch it. Which is why I like The Office so much.
Oh, you like jokes for smart people.
Yeah. That's what I am, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, but I just like dry, awkward humor better. And laugh track humor is the absolute opposite of that.
Well, you know what? I like my swings big, and I like my comedy in your face. Just kidding. I'm not really a laugh track guy.
Oh, you're
either.
a Tim Robinson guy. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, I always do that Tim Robinson voice, which is not good. I need to stop being obsessed with it. But you know what is really bad is I think there's a second season coming out really soon, and there's probably going to be way more of the exact same voice that he does, where he's like, you gotta do the thing, you gotta figure out what Chunky does. Figure out what it is you do.
Don't give him his backpack back.
Don't swear. What?
What game show has ever had swearing on it?
Man, this is going pretty good, isn't it? Boston Cream, I almost hit Moose. Yeah, that would have been bad. I almost give up. Oh, you want Boston Cream? Here's 3 Moose. Sorry. And he would have been like, red.
So yeah, we need to watch less Tim Robinson, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't stop watching it though. I've probably watched that show 100 times. And there's no laugh track on that, is there? Didn't somebody knock out all my food? Oh no.
It's the opposite.
I think somebody came on the 3rd round and knocked out 2 of my hot holes, so I shouldn't make anything until I know what hot holes are knocked out.
Right. And then the 4th one. What was the 4th one?
I don't think there was an attack the 4th time, or maybe there was, but it wasn't that big of a deal.
Incoming food truck.
Okay, let's get halfway through this. Like I said, it's nice when you have a lot of stuff to like knock out half of them before. Okay, so we need ribs, and then we need a little Sicily. Alright, so then we can go back and finish these off. And if I just pay attention a little bit, I'll have enough time to clear out that bottom half before people start getting too impatient here. And then I can come back and clean out the other raw egg. Don't start on fire, please!
Nice. It's so funny because like you talked about the other version being so chill, and I'm like, I can see this being very relaxing, but the way you're doing it is just so stressful.
Well, and again, like I chill out and have a fun time being stressed in video games, which we don't really, in the webisodes, we don't really get to play the kind of games that like I could just like notch out on like this. This is something that I didn't used to like to do, but I do now as an older guy. There's kind of been a return to form for me of like, no, but I am in like YouTube terms or whatever we're to or posting this on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're about to retire.
Well, no, I mean, we're just starting this. The big problem is, like, can you imagine, you know how some people wish they got Bitcoins back in the day? I wish when somebody was like, hey, Twitch is coming out. I wish I would have been like, okay, I'll do that.
Here's the thing, I didn't have video editing skills back then, so what can you do?
Well, you didn't need video editing skills. Twitch. I bet in the beginning of Twitch you could just like stream a game with no talking whatsoever, and people would watch it.
There was no rules, no laws. It was the purge 24/7, and it was beautiful.
Okay, I don't know what I need to get done before this is over. I got plenty of food in here if they don't knock it out, but I need some perilla and green onion on that. A little mousse, a little Boston cream, some batter up, as they say. A little mousse key lime pie action. I want to get down to 8 before I go get this tiramisu. Creme brulee. Creme brulee. Creme de la creme.
Creme de la
brulee.
Creme de la soup.
Tiramisu, Boston, okay. Well, tiramisu, Boston cream lime. You ever had a Cree lime?
I have like a funny thing to tell you about items I don't want to.
Because you're gonna have to edit it out?
No, because I don't want to. I'm not editing it. No,
Oh,
because,
you think that like
Yeah, you're so honed in.
No, you tell me whatever you want.
So like you are reading, and again, a lot of it's muscle memory. I understand that, but you are going so fast and just comprehending so much. When I took the ACT, I did very well on the math and pretty good on the science, and I did very, very poor on the English and reading part, and so bad that there were 75 questions, and they gave you like the 5-minute warning. They're like, 5 minutes left. And when she said I had 5 minutes left, I was on question 35. I was not halfway done when they said,
oh, geez.
Yeah. So I don't read good, and so the fact that you're just blazing through these and just fully comprehending them, I'm very impressed.
Okay, so I will tell you one secret about kind of one of the things that makes this a little easier is, you know how I'm like blasting through.
Hold on, you did it.
Oh, nice. You know how I'm kind of blasting through those dessert shooters?
Okay.
some of the things you make in this game will be random, like what ingredients you put in every time. The dessert shooters have like 10 different recipes.
You can't
so
place a bet on a race
I know
that's
that if I
already
might
finished.
start with
I
mousse,
should know.
that's either going to be a
try.
mousse caramel apple tiramisu,
Interesting.
or like a mousse or a mousse cheesecake, or a mousse like Boston cream key lime, and like so there's just a few different ways it goes. And then also one of the things about the game is, like I said, you read like on the left page top to bottom, then on the right page. So if I see there's like 4 things needed from the this one area, I know that if I start halfway down the page, like if I need 4 different items from page 2, I know that there's only 4 items on the side, and I push them all down,
Okay.
So there's all these different little muscle memory things, and like the way the game works.
I get it, but you're selling yourself short, because if I just was given a random quick assortment of numbers and I had to hold up the corresponding number of fingers, it would still be confusing as crap. For
Yeah,
me,
well,
so
we're
it's
also-
but you're doing great.
We're also working with dishes I'm very familiar with. Like, okay, I don't know what's going to be tough about this one, but it has no difficulty requirement, and I'm very familiar with these dishes. So I'm guessing that I'm just going to whoop right through this. Like, no problems whatsoever. Like, we're gonna try to make an easy one because
What's the catch?
I want to get to the hard ones. The catch is that like I'm not gonna win very many coins for this. Like the more difficult the dishes you do, the more coins you get.
Okay.
But I've already unlocked everything, so
I was gonna say, what are coins for?
yeah. And I'm trying to get to the end of this game for you, the viewer. So I'm just gonna try to blast through this as quick as possible.
Selfless.
Do we want to see onigiri or curry or a chicken fry? Those would be 2 really easy ones, and I just kind of want to do those. Oh, let's do ceviche, where my wife is from, Peru.
Nice.
That's where ceviche comes from. Let's see what it says about ceviche. Let's see if it says it comes from Peru.
It does.
Nice. Now, ceviche actually is a little tricky compared to the other things I'm doing. So, I'm doing this for you, Deanna. I love you.
You're going for style points at this point.
Well, I mean, it's still a very easy menu. But they might throw some really hard food truck attacks at me, or like people will be really impatient or something. But this still should be pretty easy. Because it's only 4 levels long.
Cook,
Time's flying. Good,
Sir?
exactly midnight.
delicious.
Good midnight.
Well, we didn't start until way after.
So here's the thing. At the shop, we were talking about.
Oops, screwed that up.
Incoming food truck.
What's up?
We were talking about what greeting do you use when it's exactly
Ooh, baby,
noon?
that's gotta hurt.
Like good morning or good afternoon. So we were talking. People need to start saying good noon. But then there was the whole debate of like, is noon an instant or is it a minute? But I mean, 30 seconds into noon, you still say it's 12 o'clock. So I think noon lasts for a minute. So I'm starting to say good noon to people. And therefore, I also need to start saying good midnight. Just grab it.
I threw onions in this ceviche. They don't want those.
You can't back out.
You can't just go pull little onion chunks back out.
I know. Yeah, that's true. I'm like, just throw the whole thing away. But that's the point.
Red light.
I think that noon is the whole hour. In fact, I think that noon is
Green light.
No, the minute.
no. But what I'm saying is like I would say like at noon for me would be like if something's gonna happen at noon, it's that minute.
Hang on.
But if we're talking about like noon time, I would let this is just veggie.
They don't
I
teach
would
you
I
that
would
in
count the
culinary
entire
school.
like surrounding
Yeah.
couple hours. Ooh,
Yeah.
I get to make a lot of easy stuff. Here, check this out. What's that?
So what is this little dish you're making?
Chicken Kia. It's always exactly the same. This stuff is has a couple different ways you can make it. The funny thing about the ceviche is there's the Spanish mix and the Mexican mix. There's no actual Peruvian mix in this game that you can make with the
interesting.
ceviche. Yeah, which is weird because like Peruvian ceviche is the best in the world. I will take whatever criticism people want to throw at me.
At Cam. He never checks his social media.
It's from Peru. It's the best in Peru. My wife is from Peru, so even if I'm wrong, I'm not wrong.
True. That's true. That's very sweet.
All right. Well, so since we have time, let's go ahead and make a couple more of these. Gotta skip the red peppers, throw the pork in there.
Don't even know what to focus.
I mean,
If people watch
just
this,
focus on the food. Focus on the family.
When you're here, you're focused on the family.
When you're here, you are family. Now watch the next truck come by and just blast all that food I just made. That would be, I mean, it could happen. But, you know what? I had time to do it, so it's not like I really lost anything by losing that food.
Food truck incoming. Hang on.
What are we gonna do?
Oh, I just can't see how many of the hot bowl dishes I need. That's not even an issue.
So why do you just keep a bunch ready?
So like I can't see, yeah, because I have a ton of this stuff ready. Now, I lost the upgrades where I can like make more of stuff all at once, so I might need to go in and make some more of it. But even if I do it, I am very familiar with the recipes for those foods. And like you can see, I'm already done with all these dishes before I even get there, so let's just go ahead and make a little bit more of it.
Do you just have 2 different ones?
Yeah.
So it's like there's no
We're nearly
way
there.
that many.
I mean, like, we don't know what's going to happen in the next couple missions. Like, they could throw a curveball at me, but essentially what I'm making is so day one that it shouldn't be an issue. So, like, I don't know if you saw these last time, but VIP orders come in where they do special orders that, like, come after the special order time, which... Usually, the nice thing about them is they usually, like, cook later than the other stuff, so it gives you time to, like, make more of your hot bowl dishes. So you skip red peppers on all the chow mein recipes except for the veggie one. So that's why you see me like zooting back to the veggie because I've already gone through it faster than I can read it.
Okay.
And so like I have to go back to the page to do that.
That's psycho, man.
Okay, so 2 more stops. Let's see what they throw at me.
Perfect stop for the Cook Serve Delicious team.
Well, chicken Kiev. Chicken Kiev is always exactly the same, so it's super easy to do. The thing that's tricky about it is it takes a little bit of time to do it because you can see I have to hit a bunch of buttons. And if you can't see, I'm hitting A like 3 times in there. So it can, like, if you really need to get through stuff fast, it's like kind of a time-consuming dish, but not really. And stuff that always has the same recipe is you know, you blast through it and do it faster. I'm guessing what they'll throw at me with for the final round is I'm guessing they'll knock out all my food that I have here currently, or they will make it a secret what I'm making. But with only 2 dishes, like, I'm ready for anything. It can
What do you
really
mean make it a secret?
So you remember how, like, in the last mission, they, like, blanked out, like, what was about to be made?
That's what you mean.
That's actually a pretty hard thing to contend with when you have a bunch of different dishes.
Yeah.
Because you're, like, I'm already preparing what button I'm gonna hit first with every dish. So, like, that could be tricky. Do they even do anything to me? Okay.
Surprise!
Oh, I need to make more chicken tikka.
Chicken tikka. They hijacked the car. They're just driving you somewhere else.
Oh, crap, I need to make all this stuff really fast. I didn't notice. I'm not going to do this. Ah! I got overconfident and failed because of my own hubris.
Yeah, what happened? You just kind of stopped.
I went back to make some hot hold dishes, and I goofed. Well, Buttercup, why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down.
1.
And put me in a
Let's go.
recipe.
And worst of all, you knocked out my upgrades and it made me lose.
You know what though? They didn't knock out your upgrade. They're like they didn't sabotage.
No, they sabotaged my upgrades
I
at the
know.
very
What
beginning.
I'm talking about is
Hard to
your
recover
the
from.
one you failed on. They didn't do anything. I don't think.
Yeah, I know. Well, I forgot that I was gonna. So the upgrades make people more patient. And so when they disable that upgrade that makes people more patient,
So-
the special orders like go down really quickly.
Thematically, what is that thing? Like, what in real life could you do?
I mean, I don't remember what it's called. So like in the original Cook Serve Delicious, they're also like a little like Cook Serve Delicious 3 is kind of post-apocalyptic, like bad stuff has happened since the original Cook Serve Delicious games.
Okay.
But the original Cook Serve Delicious games are like dystopian, like a lot of people live in like these tall towers, and so like people just have to like they just come to your restaurant because they like live a floor above it or whatever. And what you do in that game is like you'll add upgrades like you'll add a music or something like a jukebox or whatever, and so people are willing to wait longer in your, restaurant before, leaving. Because their food's not ready. I don't know what it is in this. We can go take a look.
No, that's cool.
The cook served delicious
Didn't some guy come by and
food
knock out all my food and I just made a bunch of
which is
food?
firing on all cylinders.
I think that happened. I think he came and blasted it at me and knocked out all my food.
Food truck.
Incoming food truck. Today's
Nope,
menu.
didn't knock out all my food. That's fine.
Ooh, right in the kisser.
So are they random? Or will
No,
they
it's
still-
always the
is it
same
always
thing.
the same?
But it's different, so in each area you have the same amount of customers and same amount of stops for all three of the ones in this group. You know how I was doing different levels in the same page?
Yeah.
And I'll go back and show you that after this one's done.
Okay.
You know what's going to happen as far as how many dishes you're going to have to serve
Okay.
and how many stops it's going to be and how much time there is between stops, but everything else is going to be different.
Cool.
Like how many foods you have to have, how many special orders I think that there's going to be, what trucks attack you, that kind of stuff. And sometimes the customers are more impatient, and sometimes they just throw a lot of different things your way.
Chef.
Less juice boxes. I'm honestly mapping out on my drive home after this in my head and trying to be is there anywhere that's going to be open whenever you care?
Oh, you want to snack on something right now?
No.
Because I got snacks, dude.
Bro, I know you guys.
Would it be bad to snack on this video? Probably really bad.
Yeah,
huh?
really bad. Going
So, we don't want to do that.
probably get through
All right, one more round. No, 2 more rounds to
The
this.
cook served delicious
Round 3 and round
part
4,
of
yeah,
their
2
drive,
more rounds.
which is firing on all cylinders.
After this, do you want to see if I can go do the really hard one, the one I said was the hardest of all time?
Yeah.
What a weed!
Because this was the last one in this set of challenges, right?
Yes, the 3rd round. I think. Yeah, I think so. Did
I
you
think
have
it
how
was.
many
I don't-
total? 8 more to go?
Well, I had 6 when I started, and so if I beat this one, I'll
We
just
are
have
nearing
4
the
more.
next stop.
All right.
Here we go. Serve it up, serve it up, serve it up. Serve it.
Serve it up, serve it up, serve it up. Gotta serve that food, and I cook it a lot. I cook it a lot. I cook it a lot. Everybody
Ken
think I cooked that food for the guy with the bow tie, standing by the plushies of the robot friends that I have every day, rolling through the.
No, finish it.
Driving across. No, because I need to not lose at part 4 this time. You know what I'm saying? Because if I lose at part 4, that's gonna be bad. Okay? Because I do not want to do this really easy level all over again.
Not want to.
But yeah, if I'm gonna do something multiple times, it's gonna be one of the hard levels. This level is very easy for the final world. This one was almost not even, I think.
Maybe for you.
Well, yeah, man. Remember,
You know?
this is level 383, and I've played every single level before this, except for the one that I skipped because it was really hard.
Gold star. So not every
Ooh, a
single.
little VIP action right here. Make way for the VIP. Oh, look at it's Josh's new look.
You're hacked.
Yeah, I am hacked, bro.
Josh is new.
You know how Josh has those glasses now, and he's shaved his beard into a little mustache. He was looking handsome today, wasn't he? It's a good thing we have a handsome guy. I mean, you're a handsome guy too.
I know my place. So what is hacked?
It means that I can't see how many hot hold dishes were wanted. You have been attacked by Team UEAV, which is I think one of the competitor restaurants or whatever. So all of the food trucks are fighting are other companies.
I love how nonchalant
From the
you
other
are.
games.
You got gold twice now, and you've just been blasting through it.
Well, I did a couple ones that took
What
me
a race
2 or
by
3 hours.
No, I'm saying you get the thing,
Get
and
it
you're just
together, Max Wieners.
Yeah. Well, what else do you do?
you take a moment and appreciate how far you've come. And what
These
you've
are going to be
accomplished.
hard.
What you've accomplished. You're very good.
These. Let's just take a look at the final mission, what it's going to look like.
So these are the last. No.
This is the very last mission right here.
These
I
are the
could
last
just
three,
go beat the
but
game right.
plus the one you skipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be really hard because I have to do 5 hot hold things, and only 3 of them are things that you can just send right away. So this is going to be tricky. But we'll come back here later.
Speedway.
Okay, so I felt like this was going to be the hardest thing ever because the customers are impatient, and impatient customers means you have much less time to get things done.
Okay, let's see.
And they're tricky dishes because the only dish I have here that I can just send out the door is the tamales. So I had to figure out like which of these two dishes, like, do I feel comfortable working with? And I'm pretty good at ballpark burger. I'm really bad with tacos and eggs Benedict. I would say the one I have the most familiarity with is king potato. So we're gonna try that. All right. Now
that.
these, wow, now I remember why I skipped this. These are really hard dishes. Iced Americano is easy. Souffle is easy, but it can be tricky. I think both the sandwich menus are the same, so that's just like having one thing on there. Now the question is, which of these do I do? If the ice cream sundaes I can send right out the door, but I'm not very familiar with them. Pasta's pretty easy despite being a 5. Oh. We'll try pasta.
I was gonna say that familiarity is gonna be like the big.
This is not gonna go good. I can tell you right now that I'm not even gonna make it through the first run. How many, and I can't remember how many laps I gotta take on this one. Hopefully just like 2.
Like 2.
Like 2 stops.
Huh.
But it's probably gonna be 3 or 4, maybe 5.
Cooks are delicious. 3?
3?
3 of them?
Alright guys. This is where Cam gets killed.
For the size of his body? You got
4.
4.
This is gonna be really hard. If I can get through this, I can get through anything. Alright, what kind of spicy American spicy pork?
Okay, everyone. Can't talk to Cam during this part.
No, you can talk to me. Like, I can still talk. 14 king potatoes, this is gonna be impossible. I'm gonna have to start this over just because of how many, those potatoes are gonna be tough. Turkey, I don't know this menu very well. Okay, that's easy. Butterscotch batter is easy. Cinnamon batter is easy. These are easy dishes right here. I think I have time to make the sandwich before those things burn out. Provolone, lettuce, white onions. I don't know where any of this stuff is. Okay. Cinnamon powder. I don't know where. Okay, got it. Chocolate powder. Iced Americanos. Got them going. A little meat patty, bacon, cheese. Tomatoes, regular bun. Pistachio batter. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to remember all these dishes.
Yeah, that's.
So you can tell I'm really familiar with all the other ones because like how much time am I spending looking at like how to do this? Oh geez, olives, banana pepper, green pepper, cucumber on rosemary bread. Okay. Oh shoot, that thing's gonna start on fire. White bread.
Oh, you missed it!
Oh, I fat fingered it.
Oh man.
I was not going to make it through day 1 with 14 potatoes, though.
Hey.
Potatoes take a lot of time.
Hey, do you want to stop? We're at 57 minutes.
Well, let's just try this like 2 more times and then be done.
Sweet.
And we'll just be like, okay, guys, next time we record this, if we do record another one of these.
Don't play if you're going to say all this.
Stay.
Oh, yeah, because
Move.
we're not
Moved
editing.
on.
That's so
Now.
funny. Well, you guys will have to see that. Sorry. All right. I wish it was just more tamales. I'm really good at tamales. If I could suck everything up with just tamales, that would be really good. Okay. These sandwiches are tricky, but like the lettuce, tomato, white onions, white bread, bacon, roast beef, Swiss, lettuce, tomato. Okay, that was a pretty easy sandwich. Salami. Love salami sandwiches.
Look so good.
Yeah, I know. How good would a salami sandwich be right now? Pistachio batter. I'm pretty good at souffles. Chocolate batter. Oh no, bacon capicola. These sandwiches that have all this stuff on them, like, I would hate working at Subway just because of this game. Just knowing what I know. Creme anglaise, a little ice cream. Those little souffles with ice cream on it sound great right now. Meat patty, bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, regular bun. I'm good at those burgers. Oh no, am I on a red up there already? Jeez, meat patty, lettuce, tomatoes, regular bun. Oh no, I gotta get 4 of these. See, look at those going away. There's no way I can get to those. This is so hard, you guys. One more try for today, and then we'll call it. How's that?
That's nuts. Oof.
All right. I think I'm going to have to get through this one on my own time, and then next time we record, we'll see if we can do the final 3.
No, you're going to do it on camera.
Don't tell me that. That was making sick to my stomach just thinking about it.
3.
Just
I have-
practice the menu. You said that other thing, like the pasta or one of them, was easier, but you were unfamiliar with the thing. Just get familiar with all these dishes.
Well, the problem is, you see how fast those things were going by?
Yeah.
Like, the thing about this is, I would much rather do, like, the most complicated menu with a medium amount of time than, like, an easier menu with, like, no time. And the problem is I'm running with, like, no time. We're already here. I had to make this huge sandwich. Ugh, and, like, look at these items in front of me. And here's the thing. These have, like, menus that you can remember. There's, like, 10 probably different sandwich recipes. I guess I just have to learn the sandwich recipes. Powder.
Also, sandwiches look so good.
No problem, Chef.
But like, look how fast these burgers are going away. They're gonna, like, there's no way. All right, guys, I'm gonna get better at this game and come back at it next time. That was our first Thursday episode, and I hope you guys liked it.